We've hit some bumps in the season so far, but we aren't letting up anytime soon. So let's talk about Baylor this past weekend and Iowa State coming up. But first, this video is sponsored by Shakiba Capital, a new way to invest. Visit shakibacapital.com today to grow your portfolio. And a big thank you to Inside Texas for bringing fans exclusive content. Sign up at InsideTexas.com today for behind the scenes access to the team. All right, Homer, what do you want to know?
What's up, y'all? Texas Homer here, and we can get right into it. So, first off, why does the offense struggle to execute in the second half? Is it less scripting, defensive adjustments? What is it?
Yeah, I think if we could exactly pinpoint it, then we wouldn't be struggling as much. So I think that's part of just going through the process and understanding us as a team and understanding the scheme and just the players being with the coaches more. And like I said, if we could exactly pinpoint it, then obviously we'd understand and fix it. So I just think it's part of the process and just a part of the game. And it's something that obviously we're focusing on. And I mean, last game coming out of halftime, we put together a good drive and scored. So and we got the ball back with the chance to go down at the end of the game too. So there's some progress being made, but obviously it's not good enough, and it's something that we'll still be focusing on.
And now that we're at 500, things can start to get a bit tense, and finger pointing can start, and then it snowballs. So, how are we keeping the team together and focused on getting the remaining wins?
Yeah, I think it's just people in the locker room and people in the organization and everyone that goes to work together, just being connected and staying true to one another and trying not to let all the outside noise and all of that just affect you and just be really solid within the program. Because, well, I mean, ultimately, those are the guys going to work and, what matters most within a team. So it's just staying true to one another and knowing that we have really good potential, and it's still trusting that and believing that, and still trusting the coaches, obviously, and players around you. So it's just people within the building and within the team that need to stick together.
And with the SEC announcement, do y'all feel like more resentment, vitriol from the rival fans, or are like people 10% angrier at us now?
I mean, I think it's another kind of target on her back, for sure. But I mean, it's kind of expected that people are going to say stuff about it. I mean, we kind of know that and kind of expect it going into away games and that sort of thing. So, I mean, obviously, right now that's not our priority. Obviously, it's the Big 12 and finishing out this season. So that's what's on our team's mind, and obviously going forward in the future is when we'll focus more on that. So
And Sark has mentioned a bunch about playing complementary football. And on offense, we have ideally explosive score in three plays type of offense. And on defense, we have more of a bend but don't break zone coverage philosophy that naturally increases the opposing offense's plays per drive. So ultimately, how do we play more complementary? Do we purposely extend drives on offense? And that way, the defense is not playing a ton of reps in the second half?
I think, I mean, obviously, if you can score in 3 plays, I mean, that's the goal, obviously. So I think it's when those opportunities come, being able to capitalize on that. But I would say it's more about when you have a quick three and out or a quick drive where it doesn't result in anything, is when that's when it kind of maybe affects the defense a little bit because they go right back on the field with no kind of momentum, if that makes sense. So I would think, or in my opinion, I think it's just being able to stay on the field and convert well on first and second down, so you don't get into those third and long situations and bring the defense back out on the field.
And Sark said you were chomping at the bit to get in the game at his press conference the other day. So, how do you stay prepared and engaged both mentally and emotionally when you're not seeing the bulk of the live reps?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just preparing and treating each week like I'm the starter, each practice, and trying not to worry about that, and just knowing that when I do get the opportunity and just to be able to capitalize and trust my training, trust my preparation. So when that time comes, I'm prepared and I'm ready. So for me, it's just whenever my number is called, just being super ready and super prepared, and just treating every day like it's a new day, and just trying to get better each and every day.
I appreciate you staying engaged for us, man. And then Let's talk Iowa State now. So first, when do y'all fly out? It's the same thing every week, right?
Yeah, so we'll fly out Friday, and then since it's a night game, we kind of go see a movie with the team and kind of unload and kind of relax a little bit before the game. So we'll leave Friday again.
And Iowa State came to Austin during your first season. So have teammates told you what Ames is like at night?
I mean, obviously, it's a cool atmosphere. They have really good fans, so I'm sure it'll be exciting and a cool experience for sure.
The weather looks like it'll actually be decent on Saturday because it's similar temperatures in Austin actually with the cold front that came in. But at night it's still going to get down a little bit. So how does the cold affect quarterbacks specifically? Because fingers are the first thing to go numb, and you need those to grip the ball, man.
Yeah, obviously, they'll probably provide hand warmers and that sort of thing. But I think for me, it's just when I play in cold, just trying to consistently stay warm and kind of do stuff with my body and not sit on the sideline or and that sort of thing. So just to be consistently kind of moving around, so you get your blood flowing and you don't get still or tight or that sort of thing.
And then let's talk some defensive scheme. Iowa State has a well-known, popular defense that drops eight in coverage, and they have that three high safety look. And they're normally a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, so they can help out in the run game. But before we go into the coverage side, first, what sticks out to you about the front seven of Iowa State?
A good squad. They show different looks. Really good players. I think they have a lot of trust in their players and within their scheme. It's nothing, I would say, crazy up front, but they have really good players and they know their stuff well. So, like I said, they have good players and they do a variety of coverages and that sort of thing.
And Iowa State's defense is what we faced in the Arkansas game. So it's the same test. So what's the key for quarterbacks to exploit drop eight coverage?
Yeah, I think we have a really good plan going in the game um, to kind of uh, attack some of their parts of their defense when they do this, and obviously trusting in the plan and being really prepared and that sort of thing, and kind of going through each play of kind of what coverages they could bring. So just being prepared for each coverage on each play, and I think that makes you play faster and helps you anticipate windows so you're not holding the ball as much. And then obviously just getting the run game going as well. And, we have a good plan and I think we're ready for it.
How key is quarterback eye discipline with that many zone defenders looking right at you?
Yeah, key. Obviously, playing within the system and kind of, not staring at the receiver, obviously, and kind of manipulating defenders is big. And it's something that obviously we practice. And so I think we'll be prepared for it.
And the linebackers and secondary are actually asked to do a lot in the run game schematically. So, can you elaborate how Iowa State's linebackers and safeties benefit their run game?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, when you have that style of defense, you kind of have to use that joker look and free safety or and that sort of thing to help stop the run. Just because dropping eight, the box is usually light. So obviously, that's something that they have to do playing this coverage, and it's also something that you can kind of attack in the passing game as well. So I think for them, it's something that they do well and something that we can kind of attack and that sort of thing. So I think it should be a good test.
And to you personally, what are the top keys for leaving Ames with a win?
Obviously, understanding the plan really well, especially going against this defense, is key. I think it's being able to stay out of third and long as well, like I've been saying. But it's kind of just understanding the plan and being able to execute really well. It's going to be away too, so it'll be a hostile environment. So just kind of quieting the noise, quieting all the distractions going on, or whatever the case may be, and just really focusing on ourselves and coming out in the second half strong and just giving ourselves an opportunity to win.
All right, Hudson, and I am fresh out of questions for you. And best of luck to you guys as you guys head up to Ames and keep your head up during this period, man. Y'all just stick together and keep working. And I'll be watching from the couch as always on Saturday. So, peace.
See you next week, Homer. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, make sure to sign up at InsideTexas.com today for more exclusive content. About to finish up this Iowa State game plan, and we'll see you Saturday.